Glendale. Would love you to come be part of our live audience. Check out our Twitter feed for all the details on how you can get free tickets. We're going to have special guests, giveaways, and a whole lot more. Aaron Rodgers said this week that he thought it was, quote, interesting that he wasn't involved in any rumored Packers trade talks. Rodgers also raved about his former OC, Nathaniel Hackett, who, of course, now with the Jets. Former teammate Davante Adams responded to a tweet asking which neighborhood Rodgers would move to. Davante said, mine. Then at the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, Rodgers had this exchange on the broadcast. Check it out.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Cole.
Got any news you want to share with us?
Not going to San Fran.
You look great with a cowboy star on your helmet.
Ooh, that is interesting.
Yeah.
All right, Skip, let's have you go first. What's going on?
Shannon Sharpe, I found this very interesting for many reasons with many layers. Number one, soon after he shot down the 49er speculation, I didn't know there was any 49er speculation. I don't know where that came from.
I don't need him.
That surprised me. Colt Knost, as you heard on the CBS broadcast, then said you'd look great with the Cowboy star on your helmet, and everybody's oohing and awing. And Aaron did not stop his swing. He did not scoff. He did not roll his eyes. He didn't say, oh, stop it. He just executed a tight little athletic swing, and it looked like he might have hit the best shot of the day because it was a flat-out laser on a par 3 that was in birdie range. I don't know what he did at the end of the hole, whether he cashed it or not. But it was intriguing to me because I have pounded this table saying it makes all the sense in the world. We're done with Dak, at least I am. I think Cowboy Nation's done with Dak. They seem to be done with Aaron. Let's just swap because the salaries work, the salary cap works. And I would love to have 2 years of Aaron Rodgers instead of 2 more years of Dak Prescott. And he didn't knock it down. I think he would love to be a Cowboy quarterback for his last 2 years if we could make it work. And it's further intriguing because Mike McCarthy just won the power struggle with Kellen Moore, and he's going to call plays just the way he did all those years in Green Bay for Aaron Rodgers. And I started wondering, did they just grease the skids for an Aaron Rodgers deal? Well, I would love it. Maybe I'm pie in the sky.
So what you gonna give up to get a guy that might retire at the end of the year?
Give
compensation, draft compensation.
None.
Because they're just not going to.
Okay,
Skip, nobody swapping you Dak for Aaron Rodgers.
Why not?
Because Dak is awful. He's been awful.
Well, Aaron Rodgers has been pretty awful, too.
Not with 4 MVPs, he hasn't. Not in the Super Bowl. Not in 3 NFC championship games.
From what I'm told, they badly want out from under the deal that they gave him.
I get all that.
And I don't think Jerry really wants out from under Dak's deal.
Well, let me ask you a question. Who badly wants in on Dak's deal? Given what he did over 7 years, who wants badly in on that deal? You keep talking about what they want from Aaron, but I do want something back in return.
Would you take Dak Prescott over Jordan Love right now?
No, why? And pay $40 million for what?
Well, a lot of people think he's a top 10 quarterback.
No, ain't nobody think that.
He's put up some big numbers in a lot of games.
In meaningless games.
Okay.
Well, have he put those big numbers up in meaningful games?
All right. Well, I'm just saying a lot of people wouldn't want the diva situation, all the diva behavior that Aaron's going to bring in as his baggage.
Yeah,
right?
I love how Jed read Skip, and he was talking about Aaron said they're having some very interesting conversations. And I haven't been involved.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the best conversation doesn't involve you.
Well,
and I think the Packers are starting to come to that realization that the best thing for the Packers doesn't involve conversing with you, Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Now, quick thought on San Francisco. What do he and Tom Brady have in common? Only one thing that I know of. They both badly wanted to play for the team they grew up cheering for and loving because Aaron was a 49er fan, and obviously Brady lived right down the freeway from Candlestick Park and was there at the catch game, Montana to Dwight Clark. But the point is that I think Brady twice asked if he could hit the Shanahan's up, this is after New England and then after last season, not
Tampa.
this season, but the last season in Tampa, and got a big no both times. And a lot of people thought, well, he'd be on a 1-year shot right now, but no, he's done, obviously.
Skip, here's some speculation. Speculation where Aaron's going to happen. Can we speculate? What happened in those games? What happened back-to-back years against San Francisco? What happened against Tampa? Because he does this every year. He gets us talking about where he might end up. Does the Packers want him? Does he want to be with the Packers? Well, Aaron said this, Aaron said that. I want to know what transpired in those 3 games that you lost on your home field. Let's talk about that and how, I've been wanting one of these for the longest time. I've been wanting one of these at Lambeau. You got it at Lambeau and you laid the egg. Okay. You got another one at Lambeau and you laid another egg. And you got this year.
You did, which is why I think they're done with him, because they know he'll take them to the threshold, and he's probably still capable of winning an MVP. But then what?
Man, that's him. That shines up here. We don't get those MVP at Lambeau Way.
Yeah.
I want Lombardi's at Lambeau Way.
Lombardi's at Lombardi.
I want Lombardi's. Yeah. And that's what he talks about. Sure, under the right circumstances, I can win another MVP. What about a championship? Right circumstance, can you win another MVP? Can you win another championship? You don't mention that.
Maybe in Dallas you could.
Well, good luck.
Well.
It won't be long.
I
before
would take him.
I know you would, temporarily.
The other scenario would be Las Vegas. So, again, Devontae is now campaigning on social media, come live in my neighborhood, okay? Yeah. How? You have to compensate. Well, you do still have Derek Carr under contract. Is there some swap there of Derek Carr for Aaron Rodgers? I don't know.
No.
I would take Dak over Derek Carr. That's just me.
Take him where? They won the same amount.
As my starting quarterback. Yeah.
Your guy, at some point in time, see, even you out on Dak Prescott, but you want to dump your trash in somebody else's yard.
Listen, Green Bay thinks they got a bunch of trash at quarterback. That's what they think because of what you just said. How about that game? And how about that game? And how about that game?
Yes, I don't pay $50 million to lose in a basically a playoff situation to Jared Goff.
Yeah.
I don't pay $50 million for that.
Okay.
I don't pay $50 million for you to get beat by Jimmy Garoppolo and you only score 10 points.
Okay. So you lost an NFC championship game at home with the number 1 seed. You lost a divisional game to Jimmy G at home with the number 1 seed.
You did.
And then you lost to the Detroit Lions, who looked like they were just better than you in the final game that was the equivalent of a playoff game.
Yeah.
On the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field.
You threw for 205 yards and you failed to reach the end zone in a goal-to-goal situation. You was 1 or 2 in the red zone. Okay. That's what you did your last. If that was your last game, that's what you did. You stunk. The last time for the last 3 years, the last time you played at Lambeau Field, Aaron Rodgers, you were bad, and it didn't have nothing to do with no vaccine.
Okay. Dak is 29. Aaron is now 39 years of age, so there's a 10-year gap there.
Yeah.
And you could have Dak for a couple of years under contract, and you could see if you could restore order in Green Bay and still.
Nah, you can't. Go Jordan Love. You don't want Dak.
All right.
So what is that? What makes you think? What makes you think that Jordan Love upside can't be better than Dak Prescott's?
All I know that over Kellen Moore's 4 years in Dallas, the Cowboy offense finished second to Kansas City's in points scored and yards gained.
Where they got you?
Okay, and the quarterback for the most part was Rain Dakota Prescott.
In those 4 years, that you say Kansas City finished number 1, 3 times they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
In those 4 times that the Cowboys finished second, did they go to the NFC Championship game?
They did not.
So what did that get you? At least get me to a championship game.
Yeah.
At least I know what Mahomes is doing. 4 times in 4 years they led the league in points and yards. 3 times they've ended up in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So
Green Bay, I will trade you problem for problem, straight up. Except my problem is only 29 and yours is 39.
But see, your problem. Your problem. See, when you got 39-year problems, those things don't go away.
I'll take him.
No, you won't.
I'll take him for 2 years.
Yeah. Well, you could have had Mahomes. I remember you said you take Dak over Mahomes, boy. You could have had him. Jerry should have traded up.
I would take Dak over Mahomes.
Yeah.
I did not say that. Yeah.
You feeling good. Your guy, you Dak played one good and then you want him. I remember this just past year, you banging the table. I want Dak. Dak have the unjinxable.
I told you when he and Jerry reached a contractual impasse, I said, I think I'm out on this. This is way too rich for my
I ain't
blood.
let you out.
And you were the one who said, you got to pay the
Gotta
man.
pay it.
And you wanted him paid because you knew it would hamstring us for good.
No, I wanted him to pay because I already knew what he was going. I had seen a large enough sample
Yes,
size.
you had.
But you told me the Cowboys only go as far as Micah and the Marauders.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to tell you, Micah and the Marauders can't overcome bad court unless you got the 85 Bears, and the 85 Bears couldn't overcome because McMahon didn't turn the ball over.
He did not.
You can't overcome turnovers in the playoffs.
You cannot.
You just can't.
Micah and company held the vaunted San Francisco offense with a healthy quarterback to 12 points. No, I'm sorry, to 19 points. We
19.
scored 12. Yeah,
Y'all
19
scored 12.
points. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, 19. That should have been good enough to win that game.
It ain't good enough if you can only score 12.
Green Bay, you can have him. You can start fresh with Dak
They
Prescott.
don't want to start fresh.
He's in every commercial. I guess Aaron is
So?
too. Yeah.
That don't mean he good.
No,
That just means he has a high Q rating and he's recognizable.
he's
That don't mean
famous.
he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, we'll swap out.
Nah.
Yeah.
Y'all should be no.
Yeah, because you'd be afraid.
I ain't afraid of what?
Afraid of Aaron Rodgers and with the star on the side of his helmet.
I give it all of 2 weeks. Then he and Jerry button head.
You have to cede some
That would
control.
probably happen
good
very
luck.
quickly.
Good luck with that one.
I know.
You could have had Tom Brady,
Neither
a
one
guy
of
that's
them
proven.
No.
come cheap, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the association, gentlemen. Last night, a comeback win for the Bucks and a loss for Six Clippers. What does this tell us?
Tell me
Let's
everything I
dive
need to
in
know,
on the other
Jen.
side of this break.
Everything.